How's it going, everybody? Goldhat here and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be entry 2 of my Cyberpunk 2077 walkthrough guide, and in this entry we are going to be focusing on the mission the Ripperdoc. Throughout this entry I'm going to be talking about side missions along with dialogue choices, so let's jump right in. So picking up right where we left off, we have completed the first mission of the campaign, and that is going to be the rescue. Once we have gone to sleep and woken up, we will need to meet up with Jackie, which we're just going to leave our apartment and do right now.
But soak in that sun while you can. There's a cold front moving in. Prepare for...
So as you can see here, we have a phone call coming in. We will get text and phone calls from random people or people that we've already met, and those are going to spark side missions. I just want to throw this in here real quick. Once you have defeated the campaign and you completed everything, you can go back in and you can do all these side missions, so it doesn't hurt to stack all these up and tend to them however you want, whenever you want. So I'm just going to be always grabbing the side missions, and I will be going through each one of those after we have beaten the campaign. So right after picking up that side mission from that phone call, we can come up to this coach right here and we can talk to him. He is going to give us a side mission, and that is going to come in handy later for some skrill. But the main thing here is we can open up a shop from him. So we're just going to do what he wants real quick, which is fight this new punching bag. We're going to get some dialogue from him and we can open up his shop.
You got one hell of a punch there, champ. Ever thought of monetizing it? I can arrange a fight or two. What do you say?
What have you got for sale?
Only top shelf gear.
So once you open up somebody's shop, you will see their currency on the right and how much you have on the left. I also want to put in that you can always sell your junk at any time. You can just do that by pressing down on the sticks. This is a quick way to just get all that inventory out that you will never need. It's just for money that you can pick up around the game. So make sure you always do that so you always have money, and we are ready to move on.
You mentioned something about fighting?
I've seen you landing blows in the ring. You've got sharp instinct and good edge. You can go far, especially if you get chipped. These fights, let's just say they aren't legal, but very lucrative.
Lucrative for who? You or me?
Both of us. I get a small percentage of the total winnings, you know, as your agent. You get the rest.
Oh, I get it. Want to get rich off my blood, sweat, and tears.
Hey, you gotta make a buck somehow, right? At least I'm giving it to you straight. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your eddies, and start swinging. You win, you take home the pot. Manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight in the grand finale. That all clear?
Crystal.
Good. Oh, except you won't be setting foot outside Owat's. Not yet. Start, Kabuki. I believe in you, V. Time to show this city what you're made of.
And let your tongue be amazed.
And as you can see on the right side of the screen, it automatically just puts up that side mission. We can go to our journal and we can just flip on our main jobs right here. I'm just going to turn this side job off because we can tend to those whenever we want. And we're just going to go to our main job and we're going to go talk to Jackie. So as we make our way to Jackie, over here on the right, we are going to have a gunsmith that we can talk to, and he's going to have a shop as well. It's a little side mission just to talk to him, and in his inventory, there is a free weapon for us, and that's the entire side mission. You just grab it, and then you go. So we're just going to go ahead and grab this free pistol, and we are going to get a little bit of dialogue, and we are ready to leave.
Thanks a lot.
So right after getting that free GAT, we can get in this elevator. We are going to go down and we are going to have our dialogue with Jackie.
70 languages simultaneously, sold over 3 million copies.
Hello, it's time for your local news. The Aratama Matsuri Festival is nearly upon us. To mark the event, the streets of Night City will come alive with exquisite multi-story dashi floats. The festival program will also include musical performances by biwa virtuosos and theatrical performances in the No tradition. The sponsor for the festival is the Arasaka Corporation, And, in an exciting development, even Hanako Arasaka has announced her participation in the action parade.
Woman of the hour. Jeez. It took you long enough. Up an appetite, just wait. Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
I mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or just had a brain fart?
Probably both, because you usually forget shit. But it just so happens, I think I might have bagged us a sweet-ass J.O.B.
Go on.
I mean, maybe it's not as big as that, but just that it's fronted by a little-known someone named Dexter Deshawn. Only the top fixer in Night fucking City. Fat-ass black Jesus of the afterlife. 300 pounds of part.
So through this dialogue with Jackie, we are going to have a dialogue choice that will matter. Now you can do this or not. It will not affect anything in this game or any of the outcomes or what we're about to see. But once you do see your life path on one of the dialogue choices, if you do that 10 times throughout the game, we will get an achievement/trophy. So make sure you always do that at least 10 times. And just to touch up on that real quick, yours might say Corpo or Nomad. It just depends on what life choice you made at the very beginning of the game for your life path. But since I did Street Kid, mine is going to come up as Street Kid. But as long as you've done that 10 times throughout the game, you will get your achievement/trophy.
But he's made one hell of a comeback.
This is it, Jackie. Our break. Dex needs friends, needs us. We can use him.
Amen, chica. It's a win-win.
So what's the gig? We meant to come out in one piece?
Well, our savior wants to tell you everything himself. Face to face. No pressure, but whole deal's riding on you now, chica.
Why do I gotta go? You and T-Bug draw straws without me?
T-Bug and Dex go way back. And my face is yesterday's news. All Dex says he needs to check you. Talk to you. Look, V, it's his job, his rules. I can't blame him for taking a personal approach. And it ain't as bad as you think, okay? Trust me.
Guess I got no choice then.
Dex is a real deal when it comes to fixers. Don't get me wrong. Don't got nothing against the Padre or Wakako, but Dex is a league of his own. You know what I'm saying?
Not really, no.
It's always the same story. You land on fresh turf, local fixer waves his dick around, but he's smiling, saying you'll be up to your neck in gigs and eddies. Still, all you are is another name in their little black book. Nifty tools getting them a fat slice of whatever half-baked shit pie their client put on the table. Sure, you crack jokes over drinks, but in the end, it's biz. Gracias a Dios. We're lleno. Brought your wheels. Gave them to my guy yesterday to smooth over the dents after our dust-up with the scabs.
Thanks, Jack. Much appreciated.
Top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
We'll see about that.
So we rolling or what?
Let's feel this factory new ride.
Now that we've had that dialogue with Jackie and we have gotten filled in on everything that's going on, we are going to go meet the Ripperdoc. We're just going to hop in this car real quick and we are going to head down there and we are ready for our dialogue.
I was supposed to stop by Vic's anyhow. I got a date. Me and Misty.
You don't say.
She's so sweet. Really gets me, you know? hash out what Dexter's cooked up for us.
Hey, V. Dr. Vector will see you now.
Or rather, not only you.
I'll sit tight over here. Me and Misty got a little catching up to do.
But you are not the...
You look pleased.
Because I am. Always.
Ball drops his guard. You can see the fatigue on him.
Vicky, spry as ever, you old ripper. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow. What do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig, had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Oh, kit and caboodle.
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
Met a new fixer. Gave me a job. Name's Dexter Deshawn.
Known quantity from the afterlife. No denying you're moving up.
But? Something you're not telling me, Vic?
Keep your guard up, that's all. I've heard some things about Dex. He's not as chill as he makes himself out to be.
Need some new kit, but tools, not toys, Vic. Time I bumped up my sights and got a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit's getting real. Got a job from Dex Deshawn, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that can perform.
The Dexter Deshawn? Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time. You hear? Chair, please. Sit down and relax. Kuroshi Optics. Best I've got, and should be about right under the circumstances. Now jack in.
Kuroshi, whoa! Vic, nothing tops that on the market.
Sounds like it could come in handy then.
Gave you my word I'd pay you back, but this might be too rich for my blood.
We'll work something out. Right now, I'm just out to make sure you get back in one piece. Eddie's in hand. You peruse and choose while I scan. See what's going on inside. Mark 1, like I said. Decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor. In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear. This should do the trick. Talks to Kuroshi Tech, too.
I'm ready. Carve away.
Excellent. Let's do this. Lay that major league arm of yours right here. Just like that. Thanks. Now, a bit of anesthetic and I can start cutting. Feel anything?
Same as always. Don't feel a thing. You ask me that every time, you know. Not as if things are gonna be any different today.
Sure thing, kid. I mean, not like there's any risk of a stroke or paralysis, but what do I know? I'm just a doctor. That's what I thought. Lights out for a minute, all right? Okay, let's test this. See the magic in action. Linking you in. You might feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches. Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
Oh, this is fantastic, Vic.
Oh, beautiful. For the scanner. It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions. I'd also inject an NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well. It ought to work like a charm. Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now, and another 2 in an hour.
You're the best, Vic. I owe you.
Go on, kid. Show 'em what you're made of. And once you hit the big leagues, don't forget where you came from.
Your heart chakra looks a little out of whack, babe. I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields and avoid mean reds.
V, yo, listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc. He's waiting in his ride. For you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked. Next to Gramsci Burgers.
Okay. Do my best to talk us up.
So after completing the mission, the Ripperdoc, we are going to get another mission, and that is going to be the ride. In this mission, we are going to meet with Dex, and he is going to fill us in on 2 missions that we are going to have. So we are going to go ahead and meet with him, get that dialogue, and we are going to get our 2 missions. As you can see here, we do have a phone call that is going to start another side mission, but we're just going to stack those up for now, and we can tend to those whenever we want, which I will be tending to all of those in separate entries.
But I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tack hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up. I hope that's all clear.
Yo, Miss V. A pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Ample indeed.
Let's roll. Mind if I ask you something right off the bang? Would you rather live in peace as Miss Nobody, die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of urine, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory smelling near like posies without seeing your 30th?
This some sort of test?
Just a pet topic of mine.
I mean, riddles?
No, Miss V. Ontology. All right, listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
Let me hear it. What's the job?
There's this prototype tech. A biochip, to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
Guessing it belongs to a corp?
Arasaka. Surely that's no problem.
No, no problem. Just a death sentence. NC's Arasaka's turf. Nobody fucks with them here.
What can I say, Miss V? High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife. Besides that, I'm no leadhead. Ain't gonna leave no trace for them to follow, cause we're gonna do this clean and on the hush-hush. We understand each other?
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
Client. What's her thing? Why does she need to meet?
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Vetting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End the convo. Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all. Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slot in the shard. Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing his thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech. Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy. Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, a.k.a. Royce, plain dropped his ass. Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstorm, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Who's the prima donna?
Corpo agent, internal affairs. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's got zip-tied in her trunk. Stick up her ass ain't growing any shorter, so she must be getting desperate. Be wise to think how you could use that. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though's gonna be all you. One more thing, Miss V. Quiet life or blaze of glory? Later now.
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Yeah, Gordito's a big deal. Literally a naga.
Claimed to want to check our pro cred, but to me it feels more like he tangled us up with Maelstrom and Militech. There's this combat bot military prototype. Maelstrom clept it, then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
I Right. Heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
About sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deeds of some Militech agent too, but don't know how much help she stands to be.
Chingón.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table, Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
Parker. Think I ought to see her first. See what she's like, what she's after.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the all foods, put my nose to the ground. Sniff around. Hasta luego.
So right after that phone call and the dialogue with Jackie, we are ready to start our 2 new missions, which I will be picking up in entry 3. So this is going to be wrapping up entry 2. As always, I hope this walkthrough guide has been super helpful. If it has been, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions at any time, feel free to drop a comment down below, or you can hit me up personally on my Instagram. The link is in the description box, and I'll see you guys next time. Ghoul Hat signing off.